it's Crystal from Save the Milk. Oh my god, I'm going live. I wasn't expecting to do this today, but I am a little bit sick today, so I took the majority off of today to do of my sizing consultations in order to just relax, but it's hard to relax because I just keep wanting to do more things. So I'm pretty sure nobody's going to see this right now or log in, but I'm doing a live pumping session on the Elvie Stride. Now, I know a lot of people have been really wanting to try this pump. You know, it's exciting. There's a new pump on the market. So I just wanted to do a live video while I had a little bit of time while I'm sick and just trying to rest. So when I personally am not responding to Stride, and the reason is I think it's just the type of suction that I normally don't respond to. If you've in the past on other journeys, if you have done or used like Baby Buddha, Baby Bella, maybe those didn't work for you. These probably might not work for you either. So I have elastic nipples, and the stronger, longer suction pulls, my nipple doesn't allow me to have milk flow. So, hi Holly. So when I use a pump like this that really struggles to get that, well, I wouldn't say struggle, but the suction, it just pulls the nipple a lot. For me, I just don't respond. And if you're a person that has elastic nipples and doesn't respond to strong, long suction pulls, then this might not work for you. Okay, so I haven't pumped in a while. I'm a low supplier. I don't make that much milk, and because I'm a surrogate, I'm actually not actively pumping for any babies right now. I'm just doing this so I can do demonstrations like this. And if anybody's watching, sorry, I'm a little sick today. I took a break on doing consultations today and wanted to rest, but of course I can't rest. I'm always doing something pumping related. So these are a size 24. That's what they come with. So I'm a size 19. For me, the size really doesn't matter on how I respond to this. Anyways, let me see. I really suck at doing live videos. Okay, so it's really simple to put together. If you have nails, it's long nails, it's kind of hard to work on opening these things, but there's two little indentations that you can put your fingers in to really pull. If you guys have any questions while I'm doing this, please ask your questions. Okay, so as you can see, there's a hole here, but this is the container where it catches all the milk. This diaphragm is what creates the suction. And then right here, there's a little place for a valve. It totally fell. And you want to make sure that when you're putting it on, it is horizontal. That is the best way to put it. And it's really easy to clean. The diaphragm comes on and off. And you have to make sure that it really is on all the way sealed, because even if it's even a little bit off like that, then the suction's going to be bad. Another thing I noticed that when I do put it together, that this green seal sometimes can ripple, and that will make it so that it leaks. So I have personally found that this leaks. Once again, another reason why I'm not a fan favorite of this is because it does leak. I get scared when I'm taking it off, because I'm scared to lay it down, because there's a tiny little hole right here to relieve pressure and suction. So it's right here, really tiny. So when you go to put these, lost the freaking valve again. When you go to put them down, I feel like the milk is just gonna start leaking. And I have had it leak because I don't know how to put it down because I'm so freaking scared. Okay, so to recap, I have elastic nipples. This pump doesn't allow for, it's not like the Elvie OG, where if you have elastic nipples, it's like totally, your nipples get in the way of the suction holes. This is totally different. You won't have that problem here, but if you don't respond to pumps with a long pull, a long suction, then this pump probably isn't going to be a good fit for you. Okay, please ask me questions because I feel like I'm totally rambling and I'm sweating my ass off right now because I'm so nervous. Okay, so in the manual it says to lean forward and put this on. I mean, maybe if you have big boobs, but I have small boobs, so I just put it on like this, and I make sure that it's tilted like straight ahead because my boobs kind of nipples point straight ahead, so that's the direction that I want to go into. And another issue I have with this is that you can see how the tubing isn't that long. So if I disassemble one and this one's still connected and I put this down, I can't do it while I'm standing up. I have to be sitting down in order to put it on a table or to put it on a desk. So I can't do that while I'm standing up. So you're gonna have to hunch over if you're standing up to try to disconnect this, and it just becomes a nuisance for me personally. Okay, so you're supposed to go underneath. You know, it's just so confusing. But basically, you want to put it on however you can get the damn thing on. Alright, so it's on, it's secure. These things just come on and off. Really simple to put on, kind of hard to take off. But it's where the suction, it creates the suction on the diaphragm. And okay, so put it on. There we go. So what you're gonna see is the tubing come down, and then you have the clip, and you can put the clip on your pants. There you go. So it's easy to put on. Again, please ask me questions. All right, so this pump is a lot less noisy than you would find with Mom Cozy. Mom Cozy is pretty loud. Spectra also pretty loud. So for a mobile portable pump, this is pretty quiet. I've done two full sessions without needing to charge it. So I think this will be my third without charging it, and I'm expecting it to die during the session. It runs for 40 minutes. The instructions say to not to rest for 60 minutes before using it again. How do you feel it compares to the Mom Cozy in regards to suction? Okay, so as I explained, I have elastic nipples, and my nipples don't respond to long, hard, constant pulls. They respond to short bursts of suction. So if you have like Spectra, the letdown mode, I love the letdown mode. I in fact pump in letdown mode the whole session because that is what I respond to. So if you have, I actually have Mom Cozy. I prefer Mom Cozy. For me and my nipples, I respond to it better. It has a setting number 3, has short bursts that I respond to. And if I start to go any higher in the, I think it has like 9 or 12 suction patterns for the Mom Cozy. If I go any higher than that, then my nipples start to stretch and pull, and then I don't respond to it. So I found that size or suction level 3 works better for me, but Mom Cozy is louder. So how is the suction compared to Spectra? So for this, if you like the longer, higher pulls to your nipple, and you do respond to the higher suction settings of Spectra, then this could be something that you will definitely respond to. Okay, so moving forward, this last, your pumping session goes for 40 minutes before it turns off. You're welcome, Haley. And you want to rest at least 60 minutes in between the next time that you use it. And if you have a red light battery flashing, the instructions say to immediately charge it. Now, I will say you do want to immediately charge it because of the fact that I purchased a secondhand Willow a couple months before I delivered. And unfortunately, because I didn't keep it charged, the entire Willow pumps are now paperweights because the batteries are completely dead. So I spent a lot of money. I wanted this pump, and unfortunately I never got to use it. So definitely charge these mobile pumps frequently. And even if you are going to pack it away and want to use it for your next journey, you have to periodically charge the batteries. So do that. Does it make a difference if you pump in the letdown mode without switching the whole time? So for Elvie Stride, you know what, I'm sorry, I should be pumping while I'm doing this. So I'm going to turn it on. I'm only talking about this, the pump as is without the mobile app. So I don't know if you can even hear that. But anyways, this has, dang it, let me see. This has a lot of suction compatibilities, different options, and obviously you can pre-program it on your app, but we're just talking about this using it manually. And I already forgot your question. Does it make a difference if you pump in the letdown mode without switching the whole time? I mean, that really depends on your circumstances, Molly. If you need to be changing the suction patterns between letdown mode and expression, then you should do that. I encourage you to do that, because if you just use one suction mode, you don't know if you could be getting more milk out. I have personally tried going up and down and playing with it, and I'm just still not responding to it. I did want to say that when you turn it on, it goes automatically into expression mode for 2 minutes. No, excuse me, letdown mode for 2 minutes, and then it switches over to expression mode. And again, you can change all the settings on your app. You can do it right here with all the buttons. I like doing it with the buttons. Anytime I feel uncomfortable, I just look down, turn the suction down, and whatnot. Okay. I have this Spectral as well. I use level 7, speed 4. I think it's the letdown mode. I pump for 15 minutes. I do not do the 53 power. Yeah. Yes, level 7, speed 4. That sounds like what I do as well. I do, or it's like 74. Level 74, speed 5. That's what I do. That is the letdown mode. You can stay in that mode for as long as you want, or you can go into expression and you can change all of the settings that you want in Spectra. Okay, so I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's pretty quiet. Like, it's way quieter than Mom Cozy. As you can see, they are pretty discreet. If you have Mom Cozy, you'll have like big blocks that come up like this, which it kind of sucks, but if you respond to Mom Cozy, then you respond to Mom Cozy, like I do. I don't really respond to Stride, but again, if if it's free, if you get it from your insurance, if you get it a hand-me-down, use it as a backup pump. It's always great to have. Okay, so any other questions here? As I mentioned earlier, I'm a low supplier. I have been through all of my journeys. I've had a total of 8 babies, but 7 pregnancies. There were a set of twins. The only time that I have ever produced more than 24 or 25 ounces was when I was pumping for the twins. This is because I had more hormones. My body knew that I needed to produce more for the twins. But still, I was an undersupplier for 2 babies. So, I'm talking about being a chronic undersupplier because I know my body. I know that I can take supplements to help increase it, but for this journey right now, I'm not pumping for any particular baby. It's really hard when you can pump. I want to keep pumping, but I've done it for so long in my life that I'm just naturally starting and trying to wean. So I did want to do this video for you guys to give you some insight that maybe it might not work for you. Maybe it's, you know, don't go into the hype of it all. Really look and read the reviews and see how it might work for you. How much volume does it hold? I believe it's 6. Nope, it is 5 ounces. So 5 ounces on each side. If you are an overproducer, that's probably not enough for you. But you know, 5 ounces is pretty good. Let's see, any other questions? So right now I think I have this on level 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Level 7. And don't remember how many settings there were. I don't remember. But let's see what it goes up to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 settings. Okay, so it's 10 settings in letdown mode and 10 settings in expression mode. And letdown mode starts for 2 minutes before it goes over to expression mode. So if you can hear that, that's trying, that section in here, it's trying to pull your nipple harder so it gets all that milk out, and that's what I don't personally respond to. So I have to keep it lower, but at the same time the lower doesn't empty me as well. So again, I'm just stuck on giving this an awesome review because it just doesn't work well for me. And like I said, when you're trying to take this off, if you have your containers full, I get scared when I put it down on the table because it has a little tiny spout on the top, and milk can leak out of there. And if you don't have it on properly, it can leak. And I've just been standing in my kitchen cooking, not doing much, and it's leaking, and I can't figure out why. I would say for me, it leaks more than Elvie OG and Mom Cozy. So when it comes to sizing, you can use all of the same inserts that are on the market that have been around for years. May Mom is the #1. Then you have Langazee, Love Ace, Fisky. There's like so many inserts, but they're all compatible to work with Stride. And you can use all of the sizes 13 to 21. I know that it is kind of hard to get these phalanges in a different size. They have a 28 and a 21 that you have to order, but it can be difficult to get your hands on them as far as I've heard. All the parts, the diaphragm and the valve, I haven't seen anybody being able to replace them yet. If you see that, tell me if they have it, you know, reoccurring on their website now, because I know they just came out with this and they didn't really have their additional products available online to order. How does it compare to OG? The OG Elvie doesn't empty me, and I was hoping for something very discreet for work. I am a vet tech, so I was looking into a Stride. So I would have to know more about how Elvie didn't empty you. You know, obviously first, do you have the right size phalanges or the right size inserts? Did you use the right inserts? And there is a couple, there is a couple of tricks that you can do to help you get Elvie to work. I think I personally respond to Elvie OG a tiny bit more than I do with Stride. So again, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to do your own research, and you're gonna have to just figure out if you want to take the chance and buy the Stride, compare it to the Elvie OG, and at the worst case situation, if they don't work, sell them, get your money back, and try some other pumps like the Mom Cozy or Willow. You know, take steps to figure out what works for you, what doesn't, and then base your decisions on the next purchase that you're going to do. But as I said, I think I like the Elvie OG just a tiny bit more than I like the Stride. Okay, so I've been pumping just for a few minutes. I'm going to pause this. The pause will stay on for 5 minutes before it will turn off. Arbana, yes, you can get inserts in several different companies. I like Maymom because they're longer. If you have elastic nipples, you need that added length that other insert brands don't offer. So I have a Amazon shop that I'll link below. You guys can get all the products that I ever recommend are on my Amazon shop, and you can get the link to any inserts that you need. The inserts fit inside the 24 millimeters, not the 21. Okay, Katie, I was just reading your comment. Yeah, if you respond better to Spectra, you might not respond as well to Stride. So if I were going to make a recommendation, and I hate doing this because I don't like moms missing out on the opportunity if a pump would actually work for them. But if what you're saying is true, then you probably won't have the best experience with Stride. Who knows? But that's my opinion. Okay, so here is how much milk I got from my good titty. This is just under an ounce. As you can see, what I'm talking about is if I lay this down, imagine if I had a whole bunch of milk in here. If I lay this down, there's a tiny little hole right here that the milk can come out of. So that's what freaks me out about setting these down. You can take this off and go like this and set them on the table. As I said, you can't, this is a short clip. So you have to take off your pump while you're sitting down. Otherwise, you're going to have to be hunched over if you're standing up trying to take this off. Have you tried the Willow? Hey there. I have not tried the Willow, but I'm an expert in the Willow. Unfortunately, I had purchased the Willow a couple months before I delivered and turned it on once. When I did, it hurt like a mother. So I turned it off, and several weeks later, I was going to try it again when I wasn't so, recently postpartum, and the pump was dead. So now I have two very expensive paperweights. I hate the Willow, not only because of my situation, but because Willow hurts moms so much if you are not properly sized for it. That's a whole different subject, but anyways, let's see. I have the same nursing bra. I didn't get to read that. Hold on a second, ladies. I have the same nursing bra when I'm full. The just fall right out of my bra. Oh, well. Yes, Casey, the section of the Willow is extremely, extremely hard. It's strong. It's a good pump. A lot of moms use it. It doesn't have all the leaking issues that Elvie does in either pump. But if you're considering getting it, I definitely recommend getting sized for it before you lead down the road of possibly running into a lot of issues. Let's see if I missed any other ones. Okay, no more questions. Okay, so I had stopped and I was going to show you right here that this is how you would pour it into your bags. There's a spout here. It's rubber. It comes off really easily. I also wanted to say, I totally forgot this, that you can take the spout off and look down, and when you're placing it on your nipple, you're supposed to see how it lines up. Now, if you have followed me over the years, you know that sizing, the way pump companies do it, is wrong. So you can take their instruction book, you can try and do their sizing and see how it works for you. But if you have issues, definitely contact me and I will help you with sizing for any pump you need, not just Elvie. Okay, so I'm setting these down. As I said, I get freaked out when I do because I don't produce a lot of milk and I want to save every single drop. So as you can see, there's milk all over here. It's just a little bit messy, but you know, it's a good pump. It's just that I can't personally recommend this pump for you because, well, in general, I just don't make pump recommendations because what works for me may not work for you, and I don't want you to miss out on the opportunity to get a pump that might work for you. However, if you have done any of my sizing consultations, I work with you going down the list of the pumps and sizes that you have. If you still don't respond to the pump that you were trying to size, then I would make my recommendation based on all the information that we went through in our consultation. So if you respond to Spectra, but you don't respond to Baby Buddha, then I would make a recommendation. Okay, well, maybe you're going to respond better to pumpables because of X, Y, and Z. Anyways, so right now I'm just going to do a little follow-up with my Spectra pump. It's plugged in and not connected. So, does anybody have any other questions? Okay, so I'm trying to see if I can get more milk out. And as I mentioned, for me, Stride doesn't work as well to remove milk. So in these first few seconds, as you can see, I do have milk actively going into my cup, my bottle. It's not much, but when it comes to, and I could feel another letdown coming. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's not, for me, the Stride is not the best. So it's the pump isn't that expensive. You can get it, you can try it, and if it doesn't work, you know, sell it. It's a popular pump. Moms want it. They want a decent price. And if let's just say you get it for $200, if you don't like it, sell it for $180. You rented it basically for, you know, 20 bucks, whatnot. I got a pumping bra off Amazon that I would hold these so well, so you don't have to hold it. Yeah. A pumping bra is really good to have. If you're interested in, you know, my bras, I do post these in my Amazon shop. It comes in a pack of 3 for like, I don't know, it was like $30 for a pack of 3, and it has extenders in the back. It's really comfortable. And it's for nursing. It's not necessarily for pumping. I just use nursing bras. I don't need all this special stuff. I like saving my money just as much as the next person. So that's why I do all of these things and these reviews, and I have all these coupons, is because pumping is expensive. Raising kids is expensive, and I want to be able to save you guys as much money as possible. So, you know, and this is what I'm talking about, taking ideas. If you really, really want to try the Stride, get the Stride and consider it as you're just testing it out. And if you don't like it, sell it for just a little bit less than what you paid for it and help another mom out, and consider that your, you know, renting fee for the pump. Yeah, Jolie, you're gonna have to, you know, try tightening up your bra or getting another bra. This video will be live, or I'll actually copy it and put it on YouTube too. So, you know, there's a little bit of milk in here that Stride didn't take out. Do I need to leave Stride on for 40 minutes in order to empty? Probably, but I've gone 40 minutes and still had to follow up with Spectra just to see if there is more milk, and of course within a matter of seconds I can empty out with Spectra. So bottom line, try the pump. If you don't like it, sell it. Another mom will be happy to buy it off of you. I have elastic nipples. I don't respond to pumps like Baby Buddha, Bella Baby, Stride, because the suction pulls my nipple way too much, and it constricts the milk from flowing. So I respond better to Spectra, which I'm finishing pumping now with Spectra just to see if I can get more milk out. See, as you can see, I have elastic nipples. This is an elastic nipple. It's touching the very end, even though I'm using the right size. However, it's not, my nipple touching the back of the flange isn't being blocked. So milk can still flow. I can still empty with using the Spectra. So, do you have any other questions before I shut this down? I know I was rambling on a whole bunch. Any other questions? Oh, and while I have you on here, we have been having a daily giveaway since the first of the month. I took a break today. I was supposed to have Cookies and Milk team up today, but I didn't hear back from her last night, so I just figured I'd take a day off and do this video. But make sure you turn on your notifications, because you know, you can miss events like this live video, and you can miss out on all the giveaways that we just did. We did Pumping Pals, we did Genobi, we did a couple of cookies and breast milk jewelry. So make sure you keep on your notifications. And bottom line is, with Stride, if you want to try it, it's not that much money, try it, and then go ahead and sell it if you don't like it. Overall, it's a good pump if you respond to it. Any other questions while I have you here? Let's see. Hey. All right, I'm going to close down. I did have a couple more consultations that I needed to do this afternoon. So just again, I have a little bit of milk just from pumping with Spectra and just to empty. So if you need a mobile backup pump as an emergency, Stride is very good. If you want something that maybe would be a little bit better, you might want to try Mom Cozy because it's even cheaper than Stride. I will put all links down at the bottom of this video so you have them for all the products that I recommend. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.